not having a single factual thing to say on the podcast. Now he's not only killing it with them, but he's on a panel with Wayne Gretzky and
Yeah.
Henrik Lundqvist. So
Any money, he probably didn't think of that when he would start his NHL career. Like, he probably thought he'd be
no,
like a decent player, and then
yeah.
he's now probably more famous as a talker with Wayne Gretzky than he was as a player.
Oh, 100%. He was a
Like,
whole, yeah, he chirps himself all the time that he was a fourth line guy and barely played. Like,
yeah,
he just fought.
fair.
I just saw a video today where he's talking to, it's a clip from their podcast, and he's talking to Morasti. And you see a video of where he fought Morasti and broke his hand on the first three punches, and then, because that was his famous move, Morasti, he just lowered his head for the first couple punches, soaked him because he got a cement
Fair.
head, and then start feeding you. So he broke his nose right after that, but he couldn't even see, so he calls the refs in, and the sports announcer that night was just giving it to Biz, saying, "Oh, look at him crying, calling the legend. He called it in." And Biz was just saying to Marassi on the clip, he's like, "That was bullshit. I heard about that ref chirping me the announcer chirping me that whole time." He's like, "Fuck that guy."
That's funny. It's funny too that like the refs was chirping them. Like they get the like a bump and they fall over.
Yeah, honestly. And they've been jumping in front of everything lately. Like I just watched a clip of the Hamilton Bulldogs fighting with the Saint with Pittsburgh. Wait, what is it? The Petes? Where are they?
Yeah, some the
Peterborough.
yeah Peterborough Pete's.
Yeah, and the refs jump in so early, and it turns into a dog pile. And you see this one kid skate blade because the ref was just bouncing, has to put his hand down to try and get in between them. One kid that comes in as a third man in just misses skating over top of the ref's fingers. Like, he was so close. And they got to stop interfering with that shit, man. After 18, you're an adult.
Yeah, true.
But that's the Bulldogs for you. I guess they're like kind of a rough-it team in Brantford now. Arbor Zykev's brother plays on it.
Huh. Wait, whose brother?
Arbor Zykov? Is that how you say it? Zykev?
Oh.
The
Oh.
Montreal Canadian guy with the mustache.
Yeah.
What's his? How do you say his last name?
Wait, my brain is
They
thinking.
call him Wi. They call him Wi-Fi because it's so
Oh,
hard to
that guy.
pronounce.
Okay, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
My brain was thinking of Victor out of Sov, or what, however you say that guy's name, who played for Nashville and then played for the Leafs.
Oh shit! No.
But
Yeah, his Arbor Zyka. If that's how you say it. His brother. Watch me be butchering the shit out of that.
that's
But
how you say that last name.
yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I mean, I'm not
Jacki.
gonna
No,
know.
it's Jacki.
It's a bunch of
It's
letters.
not. No, I'm so dumb. It's Jacki.
Oh.
Because you pronounce the X like it
Like a,
like that.
oh.
I don't know why,
Yeah,
but
that just seemed weird.
or it's a silent X and then the next letter is a J. One of the two.
That's true.
Anyway, glad I figured that one out. It's Jacki.
We got there eventually.
Yeah. So his
Um,
brother plays for the Brantford Bulldogs.
yeah, that's gonna be huge too for
Yeah.
Brantford. Like, I thought it
Yeah.
was just gonna be temporary. Well, technically it is, I guess. But
Mhm.
I didn't know that it's a 3 to 4 year deal with a
Mhm.
potential of longer
Possibility. Yeah.
and like a high
And then
potential.
they'd probably hopefully do a whole revamp of the building because I was in there and there's only 3,000 seats, right? So it probably
Yeah,
doesn't feel like that crazy of an environment for an AHL team. And they're probably getting chirped like Arizona is in the
yeah,
NHL with their university stadium. So
yeah. I was
oh,
actually just about to make a joke about that. That Arizona has 15,000 seats and Brantford has 3. Like,
yeah,
that shouldn't be that close. Like,
no, no,
and then
no. What?
people were joking that they were gonna switch. Oh no, I guess this was for football. They were gonna switch a bad team for an XFL team.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy's like, okay, we're going to bring you guys in and demote you guys. It's like, wait, what?
Yeah, have to find be like longest yard like the prisoners.
Yeah, that'd actually be really funny. Just Adam
Yeah,
Sandler hops on the ice.
one badass team comes into the league. It's basically Brantford Bulldogs now,
Yeah, yeah, true.
which is sick. Yeah, some of the guys have season seats right behind the net, so they just watch the shit show every. I don't know when they play or how often they are, but that'd be a fun thing to do.
Yeah. Well, it's because I remember Cody saying when we went to the Bills game, he said, "Imagine having this every Sunday," and we
Yeah,
kind of do now, but more than just Sunday.
yeah,
Hopefully, it
yeah.
doesn't.
True.
Yeah, hopefully it doesn't just turn into a shit show though. Like, hopefully they actually like start
I know we
quitting
don't.
interview and like other teams come here
Or
because
revenue.
yeah, I knew I said that wrong.
Revenue. Sounds like a cool word, but not the right one.
Nope.
Anyways, that's what doing these is about.
Yeah, it does seem weird though that they didn't use the Grexy Center. Like,
I don't understand that either. There's probably just so many teams already scheduled for the year there that they wouldn't work.
yeah, but it like I don't know. It would make way more sense to go there because now they got to spend more money to upgrade the Civic Center when they already upgraded the Grexy Center.
Yeah, yeah. Well, they got it anyway, right? They got to get the parking. They got to get the seats. They got to get another row up in that place. Like, there's only one row. It looks like a I don't know, just like tight shit. But
Yeah, they just
they
gonna
did.
are they gonna just build like how are they gonna build like up or out?
I have no idea how they do this, but they can do anything.
Yeah, true. I guess that is the nice thing about that area is they can build out. Like
Hmm.
with Grexy, it's around a school and around like houses.
Yep. Yep. How did your Bruins do last night?
Great. It was a very slow start of the game. I was like, it was like the middle of the second, and I'm like, it was already a late game too because they were facing Anaheim, so they always play late, and it started at 8:30, and I was just so tired for some reason. I don't know why, and I was sitting there, I'm like, oh, okay, but just somebody score. I don't really care who, and then of course Anaheim scores. I'm like, God damn it! And of course my wish
Oh shit. Yeah.
got you know what I was trying to say.
You can't rush luck, all right?
Yeah,
You gotta let it
and
go and just
then
ride it
literally
out.
5 minutes later, I don't know how to say his name, but Portis Matthew Poetis
Yeah,
that
he's on Boston.
yeah he scored his first goal, and that tied the
I'm gonna
game.
I'm
And
gonna
then
watch it
like
right now.
oh, you're watching it right now?
Yeah, because he scored twice, didn't he?
Yeah, and then he scored his second goal to gain the lead, and then they and then so they had the lead going into the third. But it was a great goalie matchup. Gibson was playing great, Almuk was playing great. The defense, like nobody was given anything, and then Anaheim scores first, and then Boston ties it within 5 minutes, and then Porter scores again, and both of his goals were like basically he just happened to be in the right spot, which was nice for him,
Yeah.
which is a huge boost. And then
Oh yeah, you
uh,
need somebody to be there to get those garbage goals.
yeah, and he was ecstatic about it, like just to get a goal.
That's sick. I'm gonna check it out. I always check out to see how people's celebrations are after the first
Yeah,
goal. So it's impossible to look cool. They're
um,
just too stoked.
yeah, and then when I think it was Pasternak who scored the first goal of the season, Lucic went up to him and he's like welcome back or something like that. And I thought
Oh
that was
really?
yeah, I thought that was cool for Lucic to go up to Pasternak and say that
That's cool. I like that.
because Lucic is like he's playing good right now.
Is he playing minutes? Because like we got our big boy on the Leafs, Reeves, and he's not playing much.
Yeah, they actually put Lucic on the first line in the Anaheim game. He did only play 8 minutes, but they started him on the first line
Okay,
just
just
to
a little bit of
see.
maybe just a little bit of showing off his power. Like, hey,
Yeah, and that's kind of the good thing with Boston right now because surprisingly too, James Van Riemsdyk is playing amazing for
who is?
Boston. JVR.
Oh, he's on Boston.
Yeah, he has 3 goals in 5 games already. He has four
He's my
points.
favorite. I was just gonna say on the garbage goal factor, he's my favorite for those. He's the
Yeah,
best at those.
and
He just
I've
hangs out with
I
that big body in front.
oh yeah, I've always liked JVR too, and he was exactly what you said. Like he was that guy who just goes in front of the net, and we'll get just a random goal and we'll be just happy as a fiddle about it.
Oh
Like,
yeah, he never moves. He plants his big ass right
yep,
there, and then once he scores, he just throws his hands up, and then that's all. I swear, he just goes between the bench and that front of the net.
yeah. And then
Who else you got?
they sat DeBrusque because he was late for the team meeting, so he didn't play at all against Anaheim.
Oh
But
shit.
I know, but the nice thing was he there was a couple articles saying like he took it like a champ and just accepted it and was like, okay, like that's my fault. Like he didn't go all over social media and say, oh, they should have played me, like yada yada.
Yeah, yeah, that's good. Just soak it.
Yeah,
Take it.
just
Take
and I
your.
think he's trying not to do that from last year because that's what he did. He would complain not to the coach or not to the GM. He would complain to everybody else, even social media, and they
Yeah,
didn't
no, I
like
get you.
that, and they were gonna trade him, but I think he just showed like huge improvement.
Yeah, because he was on the chopping block a bit there, wasn't
Yeah, and then they put him on the first line just to I think one last ditch effort, and he was playing amazing with Bergeron and Marchand,
he?
and then now what currently they have him on the second line just because that's the good problem with Boston right now is they have too many good players, so they're able to move everybody around.
Yeah, which is nice. Like you need somebody in the pipe, people in the pipeline, the farm teams.
Yeah,
As the year goes on, the grind just breaks people down.
like the last two games for the Leafs. Well, besides the latest one, I didn't know they played. But the last two before that were just terrible. Like I get it's only been 5 games, but like
It's only been what?
it's only been 5 games, but like they should be playing much better. Like the Leafs should be playing much better.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Like you
I
said,
know.
like Reeves isn't playing, and Nylander had that scary hit, and
Sorry, I was on the brain fire right now. I was watching this game. The game was kind of boring, eh?
I didn't. You kind of stepped away from
Your
your phone.
your Boston game was kind of boring. I was just trying to watch
Oh yeah, no, it was literally
on the
boring up
fire.
until like 5 minutes to go into the second. Like I was sitting there, I'm like, okay, like somebody, like even the shots, there was not even a lot of
Mm-hmm.
shots. It was just like,
Yeah.
okay, who's ever gonna get the first goal? Here we go. Like, wait to see what
Mm-hmm.
happens.
Basically. And I forgot that Anaheim has Gudis too. That must be fun for them.
Yeah, it seemed weird to me that Gudis would want to sign with the Ducks. Like not like not like Tampa or Florida or like just a top team like Vegas even. Like
Yeah.
they just won the
No,
cup.
it was probably wasn't too many people on the table. Like
Maybe he just
he's all
wanted to be
right
on
though.
like a young team, like
Mm-hmm.
somebody that just
And
kind
then,
of accepts that he's just the older, maybe a little slower guy.
yeah, I think honestly he was a monster and a force to be reckoned with in that last year's playoffs until he got absolutely just put down on the ice by Barbashev. Remember that?
Yeah, true.
And
Um,
after that, everyone's like, "Oh, this guy is a you can get him."
yeah, and that probably sucked for him because like he wanted that fear factor from people, but the second he
Oh
got
yeah,
knocked down, all of that went out the window.
no, I didn't want. I don't like seeing that happen to anybody, but if you yell in a second string goalie's face, talking about my Maple Leafs after you
Yeah,
after you
true.
guys kicked them out of the playoffs, then you're a piece of shit. And somebody need to give him one. So Reeves was saying, back to Reeves' point, he is not going to let any of that happen this year. So just happy that he's on the bench. I don't care if he's playing a lot.
Yeah, but that is kind of the issue. Like they did that last year with Simmons. Like he didn't really play a
Yeah, that's.
lot, and everybody's like, "Oh, nice, they got the toughness. We got to use the toughness." Like,
I know, because even if they go out and Simmons throws hands with someone, he usually would and just pump somebody, try to get the boys going, wave his hand at the bench, and they don't react to that stuff, man. They
no,
just react when they want to react. I kind of,
then
I
that
don't know.
seems weird. Like you always have to react for everything, even if you're in the wrong. You have to react for everything.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Another player that's been surprisingly good for Boston is Kevin Shattenkirk. They just signed him as like a depth guy, but he's actually been pretty good.
Who Boston got him? Yeah, he's on
Yeah,
Tampa, right? He won the cup with them.
yeah. I think he was on both years that they won the cup. I would assume, but now I don't remember. I think so because I don't remember his last team besides Tampa.
Uh, yeah, me neither. Like that Tampa team really unraveled with like some of their cup winners, but that'd be good for other teams like Boston to pick up guys like that because they know what it's like. That's like I can't believe like Vegas didn't really break up. Maybe they're going for another one.
Yeah, true. And I listened to a SDPN, and this guy named Steve Dangle and his friends talk about
Oh yeah, yeah.
Vegas, how they actually built the team like smartly, like they kind of built the tough guys first and then built kind of everybody around it and took a chance on players that were like not were good and then turned them out to be great players
Oh yeah.
and were
Did
very
you
smart
find?
with their trades during the
Mhm.
expansion draft.
Yeah, yeah, true. Oh, they really did because people were almost pissed off that they had such good luck in those first couple of years. You shouldn't be that good. You should be climbing.
Yeah, and then you look at Seattle.
I know. And it's fair. They're fucking. I don't know what they. Really haven't watched many teams, but as I'll keep coming on and talking to you as the time goes on, or as the year goes on. After we've watched some games, so we can talk a little bit more. But I
Yeah,
really haven't watched anybody else except the Leafs.
yeah. I like I've gotten like highlights just because I also followed like the Leafs and the Canadians. But
Hmm.
besides that, I don't really. I haven't in the. It's weird because like I've slowly stopped paying attention to other teams besides Boston, and then now I'm just
Yeah,
solely focused on Boston. I've
I
I've
know.
kind of stopped paying attention to the Patriots though.
Yeah, I know. And as they're like people are trying to say Mac Jones is coming,
Yeah,
gonna be the next guy, but
we beat Rob's team, and
hmm
I wasn't going to message him because I knew it was gonna. But we were talking
don't
in.
message him on that shit.
No, we were talking in the middle of the game.
All right.
Um,
That's the last thing he wants to see is Scotty General's name pop up
yeah,
after the Bills take a loss to the
yeah.
five and
It
one
was a
Pats
bad.
or 1-5 Pats.
It was a bad Bills game too. The first throw of the game, interception. Very first throw.
Oh, what?
Yeah, Allen was just not.
Josh Allen did.
Yeah, just he was not on his
What's
game.
up with him? He's like the Leafs, man. I swear, I like every team that I like. Is just a hit and miss and throws you on a roller coaster of a ride, and then never end up getting to the final round.
Yeah, true. Actually,
It's bullshit. I don't know. I'm a new Bills fan, so I can't really say that because I don't know what their record is, but
well,
you know what I mean.
I know it's a winning record. It's at least like 5-2 or 4-1 or something like that.
Mm-hmm. You should call this like whenever I come on, just like um, it's an open class. There might be some factual shit, there might not be. So
Yeah, true.
learning together with the listeners. You know.
Learning together with the general bros.
Yes, yes, yeah. We gotta think of a little name for the episodes that come on.
Yeah, I gotta start thinking of that, like what to call each episode.
Herbert Jack as I think it is. He came. We went after Reeves in the Montreal game against
Oh
series
yeah,
against them, and it kind of jumped him a bit. And Reeves said that he full on jumped me, so that'll be good the next time they fight or play.
yeah, and like I wonder if they had a talk after, like off camera, and like maybe he apologized, maybe he didn't, but I
Hmm.
wonder if it was just like a I want to like show you what I got without actually
Hmm.
asking you, because Reeves would probably just say no.
Yeah, yeah. No, Reeves would have gone him straight up, but he's old school like that, so I wouldn't give him that chance. So Reeves would probably just ask him next time, like, "Let's go, man. We'll circle around him all game."
Yeah, true.
They played what did they play last night? And they ended up coming back to win it.
Who, the Leafs?
Yeah, or was it at least it was Leaf first Tampa, right?
Yeah, it was overtime because
Yeah,
Tavares scored.
and Tavares scored. That is sick.
Uh,
So like, I love those games, but why do you gotta make it so close all the time? Why can't we have blowouts ever,
yeah, just
ever?
West Tampa. Yeah.
And
Yeah, it always
Nyes has been
happens with the
nice.
Leafs. It always
Yeah,
has to be a close game.
I know, I know. And it was Domi that dished it, wasn't it?
I didn't actually see. I just know that it was Tavares that scored.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out who gave it to him, but maybe he just ripped a shot. I'm thinking of another game. Oh, watched the Nylander got the first one. Then I think they went up three. They're down 3-1 to
Oh yeah,
Tampa.
no, they were down 3-1, and then they came back and brought it to overtime, and then obviously won. That's
Mm-hmm.
a funny stat to look at. Tampa is 2-2-2.
2-2-2. Right
Yep,
on.
2 wins, 2 losses, and 2 overtime.
So what do you what did you do on your first couple podcasts? Kind of break down the class and what you like about each player.
Yeah, I mean, well, my first actually was talking about fantasy football because it was around that time when we was getting into that, and then when Boston came around, I was just looking at the roster, looking at the players, kind of talking about the new people.
Mm-hmm.
I said that I like JVR, like I've always liked JVR. Um, I think I even said positive about Shattenkirk.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
but uh, but they're like they're 5-0, which I was a little surprised for them to be. But I have
Yeah.
said a couple times too that like basically the season doesn't really matter until like game 20. Like I remember
Mm-hmm.
Buffalo a couple years ago was like 20 and I don't know 7 or something, and everybody's like, oh, they're gonna make the playoffs, and then like the next 20 games they like shit the bed, and everybody's
Yeah.
like,
Now
oh,
you're.
there's Buffalo.
Yeah. 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 But yeah, Buffalo and the Sens, I think, will be cool to see who makes it in the playoffs out of those two because they're so young and they're having fun and they're a force to be reckoned with, both of them.
Yeah,
Ottawa, especially.
I would.
It's shocking your captain's just throwing down every game. I love that.
Yeah, and the nice thing too with Ottawa is like they gave up the Brimcat, who's doing amazing right now for the Red Wings.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
But
yeah, 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 true.
yeah, but
Ones.
both teams are doing good. Like that trade helped both sides out, surprisingly.
Wow. Yeah, that's sweet.
So it will be interesting to see how Ottawa does versus how, like, say Tampa. Like Tampa, they're gonna eventually run out of money. Like
Yeah.
I guess the same thing with the
The
Leafs too. Like they're always at the cap.
What did they end up doing with you're saying Tampa, right?
Yeah.
What did they end up doing with I'm trying to look find our fantasy hockey league right now. I can't find it.
Oh yeah. McDavid is injured. So
No
I'm
way.
I'm screwed for a week to 2 weeks.
Oh damn.
And that's gonna
Damn.
that that's gonna suck for the Oilers because they're like 1-3. So like they're already not playing good, and then they
Oh
just lost their
man.
best player. So now we don't know what's gonna happen.
That's that's like that's their luck. But as long as they give them a little break and then they can use them for the rest of the year.
Yeah, luckily it's only like maximum 2 weeks, and it's obviously the beginning of the season. So,
Mm-hmm.
but I mean,
Yeah,
without Boston Stanley Cup, their last time would have been the 70s.
the 70s, and then
Yeah,
you have that one random one, right?
yeah, in
Yeah,
11.
that sucked. I remember you on the couch just cheering away, and I was like, "Oh fuck you, bud!"
I remember
And
to
we
I
watched the whole celebration for you.
Yep. I took pictures on my old flip phone. And I remember finding it a couple years later and was like, oh yeah, these pictures. I took them off of the TV.
Oh man,
And then I also
yeah.
remember that in the
What a
same,
prehistoric way to celebrate,
I
taking a
know,
picture of the TV.
not like somehow taking a better screenshot, just taking it off my phone.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Makes no sense. Everybody saw
Yep.
it. That's for you.
I
But
remember watching what? Oh no, it was
the
the
what?
comeback. It was the Leafs and Bruins comeback. One of the
Mm.
years, I forget. And
Mm-hmm.
I was watching it by myself, and I remember just like absolutely screaming at the TV. I'm like, it's the freaking Leafs! Like, come on! And it was like 10 minutes, fourth, third quarter, third period. I'm like, God damn it! Like, and then I
uh,
remember, I didn't have my jersey for some reason. I think I was running late to watching the game, so I just didn't grab it. And
mm-hmm.
then I was like, you know what? Like I'm a true fan, so I go, I go and grab my jersey, come back, and I realize that they scored, and I'm like, oh my god! And then I'm like, and then I started getting superstitious that they scored, and I left. So I left again, came back, and they scored again. And I'm like, oh my god! and
Man, at
and
that
then
point, I'd
they,
be like gone.
yeah, and then they scored the tying goal, and I'm like, what the hell just happened? Like, and then overtime, Bergeron. It was either Bergeron or Lucic. I remember like the whoever the goalie was kind of fell down, and then it was kind of an
Hmm.
open net for Bergeron.
That
Almark
sucks.
Almark or Swayman has that moment on his goalie mask. If you look at his goalie mask somehow, on the left side it's Orr scoring his goal, and then on the right side it's like that famous scene of Bergeron, Pasternak, Marchand, and then the Leafs goalie like just dead basically behind them.
No way.
Yeah, it was cool to see that he's like kind of embracing more
Hmm.
of like the history and not
Hmm.
just trying to get like a paycheck.
Hmm. Oh yeah, and he's trying to. The goalies love that shit. That's monumental for them. So
Yeah,
I just try to be a bit more influential or more powerful game they would have put on there. They
yeah,
really hate the Leafs, don't they?
yeah. True. I mean, look at the Leafs goalie situation right now. Like
Hmm.
Samsonov's not playing good, and they have an unproven rookie as the potential starter.
The wall guy.
Yeah,
Why is it, Samsung wasn't playing good?
I guess not. I
Well, I
did just
guess
read
yeah.
an
The
article that said Wall may be the starter moving forward,
jeez,
which I don't know if
goalie
it's a
drama is
good
what we
thing or
want
but
right at the start.
huh?
Goalie drama is all we need right at the start
Yeah,
of the year.
yeah. There can never just be not drama with the Leafs. It's always something.
No,
They
that's
started
why
the
it's like
good.
it's just crazy that people uh still like to come there and play. Like you gotta have a fucking attitude to play for them because it sucks, man. The media is all over you
Oh,
every
the
day.
media and other. I remember other players have said that. They're like, I don't want to go to the Leafs because of the media. Like, they're like,
Mm.
I'm Canadian and I'd love to play, but it's the media.
I don't know. We scare away any like players that like aren't good right off the bat,
Yeah, it's like, oh,
and
you're not Stanley Cup champions after 5 games. It's like nobody is. Like,
there's no
like
grind anymore. It's just sort of like our guys are good, but they just play when they want to play. We need those guys that are trying to prove it, which is kind of like the Matthew Nyes and like Domi and them because they're trying to get off that third line probably. But
true. Matthew Knives should be a good player, but that is kind of the issue too. Is the Leafs put too much um, weight onto the rookies
uh
because they don't have a lot because they keep trading
huh,
their first round pick.
uh huh. That probably scares the shit out of them coming in.
Yeah,
Did, I don't know. I don't remember ever getting or seeing that we got Klingberg on D. That's unreal.
yeah. I think it was a late signing. Like people didn't want to pick him up, and then the Leafs picked him up, and they actually let me look up the Leafs lineup.
That's weird. Cause he's really good. Oh, I just watched him tie it back up. So I'm watching the highlights.
Wow, Kale Youngcook
Domi
is
was
on the
on every
first
time.
line. That
Elkirk. Elkirk. Who's that?
Youngcook,
Oh,
the
Youngcook. Who
the
is that?
the guy who came from Nashville. He's a middle veteran player. Kale,
Oh, okay.
19, number 19.
So Domi got that the tie up goal. He did all the work and a fake shot, passed it right along the ice, and Nye stops it with his skate and then gets a flick up over the Vasilevsky's goal.
So then
Vasilevsky's
how did it
glove. Holy.
how was it Tavares' goal then?
So that was the tie up 3-3, and now I'm waiting to watch
Oh,
the nothing yet.
overtime.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be in overtime.
Hmm. Yeah,
Wall came up huge to keep that in the game. It was the
yeah,
last
Klingberg is on
13
the third
seconds.
line
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't think that would be
with
the case.
Giordano.
Wall makes an unbelievable save to keep them in on Kucherov.
Oh wow! Oh wow!
Yeah, so it was down to he spread the his legs to catch. That sounds weird. He spread the pads to catch to get his skate to the post, and Kucherov went to flick it over the pad, and his glove was over his pad too, and just stopped the puck there
Uh,
as he stretched out.
um, I think I sent you that play of that goalie in like some high school something, and and he does like a black backwards splits just to save the puck.
Hmm. Oh yeah, yeah, I did see that.
Yeah, he was on the other side of the
What's
net
most
and did a
save of the year?
backward splits and somehow just got his like skate in the way.
Yeah, he was like a gymnastic kid or something. It looked like,
Yeah.
but probably pretty sporadic what we just talked about all over the place.
Yeah,
But
but
do your best, do your best at putting it together, and whatever. We'll
yeah,
find the groove.
that's kind of just that'll happen.
Yeah. So I'll keep watching hockey games, and I'll have more to talk about, and I'll stay a little bit more tuned in with each team.
Yeah, I'll try and watch. It's kind of hard to watch them, but
Hmm.
I'm constantly getting stats for everybody, so
Hmm.
that's the
Yeah.
nice thing about not being able to watch them. I'm still following every team.
Yeah. Of course.
Yeah, I should probably go grocery shopping before they close in 30 minutes.
Yeah, shoot, get that done. It's 9:30 there right now, right?
Yeah, it closes at 10.
Well, okay, we'll get going. But nice chatting with you, buddy, and we'll do this again.
Yeah.
Alrighty?
Yeah, I'll let you know. I always like to end my. I don't know why I came up with
Hmm.
this when I said it. I always like to end it saying like, "You're awesome, stay awesome, and rock on."
All right, I love it, buddy. Back at you.
Okay, peace.
Peace out.